Previously, on Big Brother Sim Edition 3D, Natalie roasted her fellow house guests to become the next head of household. Her win caused stress within her alliance, who did not trust her. Natalie's continued paranoia made others wary of her. And when Phoenix tried to give a warning, she wouldn't listen. Phoenix told Lakeisha about Natalie's plan to nominate her. But when Lakeisha tried to save herself, she instead sealed her fate. At the nomination ceremony, Natalie nominated Lakeisha and Ada for eviction. Who will become the sixth person evicted from the house? Find out now on Big Brother Sim Edition 3D.
The nomination ceremony is adjourned. I am sick and tired of having to stress about getting evicted. Being nominated against Lakeisha means I will probably stay, but I have to win the next HOH to ensure I never sit on the chopping block again.
I will never understand Natalie's decision. Nominating Lakeisha was a dumbass move. Lakeisha and I need to figure out how to guarantee her safety this week, so we can finally send Ada home.
I am not surprised that f***ing brother of mine chose to support Lakeisha after the ceremony and not myself. I am worried Phoenix is going to work alongside Lakeisha to vote Ada out this week.
I know you will vote to keep me, but I need Dustin's vote too. If Dustin evicts me, that'll cause a tie, and Natalie will send me home. Phoenix and Dustin are the only people voting this week. I have Phoenix on my side, but I need Dustin too. If Dustin evicts myself, Natalie gets the tie-breaking vote, and she will vote me out. Dustin and I supposedly have a final two deal, but I don't trust it because Marky thought he could trust Dustin and look what happened. If I am still here after eviction night, I will finally trust Dustin again.
I cannot believe that Natalie didn't nominate me for eviction. I think nominating Ada was Natalie's way of guaranteeing that Lakeisha goes home, but nothing is guaranteed in this house. What the hell is going on? What's the deal this week? I am shocked by those nominations. I am an undecided voter who is currently leaning towards keeping Lakeisha.
I am fucking furious with that bitch Natalie right now. No offense, Dustin, but how dare she nominate me instead of you?
I do not completely trust Lakeisha like I used to, and that is my own fault, but one thing I like and respect about her is that you will always know how Lakeisha is feeling, whether it is good or bad. The fact she hasn't cussed me out yet means I might actually be able to rely on her.
Natalie straight up told me she was nominating Lakeisha and Ada because both have caused trouble in the house. She is trying to do something that will make the jurors happy.
Are you doing what your sister wants this week? None of this makes sense. But I am tired of keeping Ada in this house.
I do not know how Ada has survived 3 eviction votes, but I refuse to let it be 4. I trust in both of you to keep me in this game.
I am evicting Ada. What about you, Dustin?
I am evicting Ada too. I have no reason to want Lakeisha leaving this house.
I am still having a hard time trusting Dustin after what he did to Marky, but I have no choice. I need what he is telling me to be real.
I have a suggestion. We should form a deal to reach Final 3 together. Get Ada out now for Lakeisha. Next we vote out Natalie for me, and we all benefit.
That is a great idea. You are my favorite people in this house, and I do not think Ada or Natalie deserve to make it that far in the game.
It's such a good idea. I would be stupid to decline. Natalie can't play in the next HOH. She is screwed if the 3 of us stick together. This is a very easy pathway for me to get 1 eviction away from a spot in the finale. But aligning with Lakeisha and Phoenix means that there's a chance Lakeisha cuts me loose as last-minute revenge and I leave in 3rd place. We've got this game locked up.
Yeah. We do. I am going to be nervous about Dustin's true intentions until Sinead reads the results live on eviction night. But I can't let him notice that, because if Dustin picks up on the fact I don't know how much I can trust him, he'll send me home.
I'm a man of my word.
Me too.
Dustin got a bit of power at the start of the game and singled me out when he cut me from the house. Shaking this kid's hand is my way of showing him that I'm willing to put a lot of faith into him, because he might be scared of working with me. But I need Dustin to accomplish my current strategic plans.
Hello, Ada. What's on your mind?
Hi, Dustin. I am stressed. What are you thinking about the vote?
It's late in the game, there's lots to consider, but friendships aren't one of those things. Game-wise, Ada has nothing to offer me, but the fact no one takes her seriously as a competitor is good enough of a reason to possibly keep her around, because no member of the jury will award her the win. I'm gonna tell Ada whatever she wants to hear, so I can keep my options open, just in case I have to get rid of Lakeisha this week.
I know we have both nominated one another for eviction, but you're not on my radar. Get rid of Lakeisha, then you and I can take on the siblings together.
That's a good idea.
No one would suspect us as a duo.
No one.
Save me, evict Lakeisha.
I'm considering it.
I do not know if Dustin and I can move past our rocky past together, and if he can't forgive and forget, then votes me out. Natalie will realize she made a huge mistake not putting Lakeisha on the chopping block with Dustin or Phoenix.
Everyone loves a good underdog story. I have never been so popular. Everyone wants to talk to me about how I am voting this week. Even Natalie, who pretends not to hate my guts, but totally hates my guts, called me up into the head of household bedroom late last night when people were going to bed.
Please vote out Lakeisha.
What's the benefit?
We cannot allow Lakeisha to continue sliding by week after week. Jurors will view her as a fighter and survivor. That's an easily sold winning journey. Vote her out, then help me get Phoenix's shady ass out of the house. You and me in the final 3 against Ada are great odds for you and I.
I didn't expect that.
Apparently, I cannot trust that dirty, low-down, no-good brother of mine. So I need Dustin to evict Ada. I want Lakeisha to leave, and it's starting to look like the only way it'll happen is through me breaking a tie. I can't believe Phoenix has chosen Lakeisha over me, but I hope now every single member of our family sees him for the man he is. Selfish. I want Dustin to help me get Lakeisha out, then get revenge on that bastard brother of mine.
I have to admit, Natalie, I expected you to nominate me today. I did not think you trusted me, so the fact you do and you're offering me this is interesting to me. You've given me something to consider.
Consider my deal.
I legitimately will.
Thank you.
Lakeisha and I have a final 2 deal, but I don't know how faithful she is to it. Phoenix and Lakeisha are close friends. My biggest fear is that they'd pick one another over me in a hypothetical final 3. I like Lakeisha. I'd love to finish this game with her, especially since I know she is not well liked, but I have to stop making decisions based on friendships. I don't know if I can trust Natalie, but she and I becoming a new duo could be strong enough to overthrow Lakeisha and Phoenix becoming a powerful duo at the last moment of the game.
I'm more uncertain about this week's eviction results than I was when I was nominated against Cece. I needed to clear my head, and my morning swim was perfect for that. As I sorted my thoughts, it allowed me to form a cohesive campaign against Lakeisha. These people can discount me all they want, but I'll show them. Food brings people together. I am hosting a private breakfast this morning, invite only, and Lakeisha's must have been lost in the mail. Oops. For the first 2 weeks, I heard people saying quiche, and I assumed they loved breakfast. And even once I did learn that it was referring to Lakeisha, it took another whole week after that for me to realize it was a shortened version of Lakeisha. Quiche. I'm going to cook my fellow house guests some quiche, because I want to cook her in this game. Then we will all eat quiche, because I want them to all eat her alive this week, and not me.
Smells, not burnt.
And it looks only a little burnt.
Ada woke everyone up to come sit around the table for breakfast, except for Lakeisha. There is no way that is not intentional, considering they're nominated for eviction together. But considering Ada's history with cooking in the house, you'd think she'd be smarter than to use that tactic during her campaigns to stay.
Dig in.
Okay.
Oh my, it smells so good.
Ada watches you eat when she cooks for you to see if you like it. No, it's bad. It's always bad. Find a new hobby. This is the weirdest meal I have ever been a part of. Natalie and myself are in our pajamas. Phoenix is in his underwear, and Ada is in her bathing suit. And the symbolism of Ada serving us quiche is not lost on me.
I've never had crunchy quiche before.
Shut up, it's not. Welcome to Quiche Fest.
What's that?
My smear campaign. Quiche Fest is the name of my concept to save myself. It's unexpected, out of the box, a bit campy, but also perfectly timed, because I have everyone important to possibly staying this upcoming eviction night sitting around the same table. Lakeisha has overcome so much to still be here, the jury will be impressed.
I do not think that Lakeisha is a jury threat. They're not going to vote for her.
Lakeisha has been on the bottom of this game since the first week. Every head of household has discussed possibly nominating her. Lakeisha is a fighter and a survivor. That will impress a jury.
And then Natalie started shooting off at the mouth, interrupting poor Ada trying to save herself, all because Miss HOH didn't like my comment. Of course I am going to be dismissive of an idea to evict Lakeisha. We're close to the end of this game, and she is the exact kind of person we should all dream of sitting next to on finale night.
We are all players in this game. If you think the jury won't put their feelings aside to reward a story of determination, you're dead wrong. This is the season of Tinseltown. Those movies are always big at the box office. People eat those up, just like that jury will.
This would be a great Final Four. Nobody would miss Lakeisha.
What do you mean, I would miss Lakeisha?
Natalie needs to shut the f*** up. I am trying to discuss my talking points before Lakeisha wakes up. If she wants to talk to the group, Natalie should call her own house meeting.
I like Lakeisha, and I will defend her.
Excuse me.
Hush, she's coming.
What? Was breakfast good? Sorry I missed out.
Oh my god, that's so awkward. Do you think she heard us talking?
This is such bullshit. I woke up to find that everyone ate breakfast together without me, and not only that, but I walked in on a conversation of Phoenix defending me. I feel very uneasy right now. Actually, no, screw that. I am not going to let them sit there and talk about me. Listen here, Ada. You better not think that I do not know what you are up to. Better luck next time. You too, stringy-ass-haired bitch Natalie, because I know these boys have my back. Phoenix, thank you for defending me.
Lakeisha comes back and explodes in my face, and it's the one and only time I have ever been happy to hear her voice, because it's reminding everyone at the table what it's like to live with her, and why the house would be better without her in it. F*** off.
Listen, Ada,
No,
either you're going
I'm
to
not
talk
going
to me
listen
with
to anything
respect or
from
not
you.
at all.
It's you
I
only
dare
going
you
home.
to keep
I don't
speaking
have
over
to play
me.
nice with you.
Ada's dumb quiche fest idea was bad enough, then it descended into disaster. But honestly, Lakeisha's smart to turn this meeting into an even bigger mess, because now people are going to be thinking and talking about the fight, not the fact Ada and Natalie had valid points.
Anyway, nature f***ing calls.
Oh, just stay the hell away from me, do you understand? What an insane lady. Lakeisha and I do not like one another. We will never be friends. It is a fitting end to our rivalry to be sitting on the chopping block together, and I would take immense satisfaction in surviving the next live vote and watching her walk out that front door. I hope Quiche Fest convinced enough people that Lakeisha needs to leave, even though she interrupted and chaos took over.
Good evening, my name is Sinead Barb. Thank you for joining us. 1 week from tonight, we will crown the next winner of Big Brother Sim Edition. But first, tonight, the 6th house guest will be evicted from the house, leaving us with the final 4, who do not know this yet, but will face this season's second sequel eviction. Meaning by sunrise, only 3 house guests will remain in the game. House guests, it is time for the live vote and eviction. Ada and Lakeisha, you each have a chance to make a final statement. Ada, you're up first.
My fellow house guests, I think when you look at me and my opponent, the bigger threat is obvious. Vote Lakeisha out.
Screw you, Ada, we have won the same amount of competitions, but only you have survived an impressive amount of times on the chopping block. I know my boys have my back, but people should also be worried about the jury loving you.
Thank you, Ada and Lakeisha. It is now time for the live vote. Nominees will not vote, and Natalie, as outgoing head of household, you will only vote in the event of a tie. Phoenix, please make your way to the diary room.
I need my alliance with Lakeisha to get myself to the finale and win, so I have no other choice but to say, I vote to evict Ada.
Ada and Natalie made some really good points against Lakeisha, and I am worried about her friendship with Phoenix, but at the end of the day, I trust Lakeisha more than I trust Ada or Natalie. Tonight, I vote to evict Ada.
House guests, I have the results. By a unanimous vote, Ada, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
Stupid kids. You all stay seated.
We were going to.
You're a miserable woman, Lakeisha.
Yup, and so are you, wrinkly bitch. Walk out, haha.
Screw it, I don't care about leaving with dignity. Lakeisha, the only reason I am leaving is because you are hated. They can all defeat you.
And the only reason you were a pawn is because you're hated.
I am utterly insulted that you kept her instead of me. Dustin, you're a pathetic and spineless boy, grow up. Lakeisha, you're going nowhere in life. Natalie, I don't even care enough about you to have an opinion. And Phoenix, I hope you win this game. But no one here is a deserving winner.
Geez Louise.
How does it feel to have been nominated a record-breaking 4 times in a row?
My game had its flaws, it is why I was nominated 4 times. It was hard for a woman of my age to connect to those people, it hindered me, but I am proud to have made it this far as the oldest house guest to ever play Big Brother. I survived 3 eviction votes, that's not only luck involved.
Let's watch your goodbye messages.
You nominated me, I nominated you, and ultimately that means I cannot trust you.
Not only are you weird, but girl, you're aggressively weird. I have never disliked living with someone so much in my life, and I will not miss you.
If you're seeing this message, I don't know what to say. Dustin is a lot dumber than I thought he was. I'm sorry, but if it makes you feel any better, I will probably be the next person to go.
Thanks, Ada.
What a bitter bitch.
It is now time for me to call the house guests back to the living room, where they will learn the details about tonight's sequel eviction. Who will become the next head of household? Who will they nominate for eviction? And which house guest will be the second person leaving the Big Brother house tonight? Find out next time on Big Brother Sim Edition 3D.